All right, what's going on, guys? It's finally happened. Mecha Break is out, and I've been honestly dying to play it. Now, I've racked up a ton of hours in the past beta tests. It's a game I genuinely like, so it's actually been pretty fun to make this video. I wanted to drop, obviously, a little tier list for the mechs. I feel like I've put in enough hours now with each mech to make an accurate video. Once again, thanks to Season Games for sponsoring this video. If you want to check out Mecha Break, use my link in the video description. Now, if you didn't know, Mecha Break is the new PvP, VE, I guess you could call it, mech game. It's got 15 mechs that you can play. It's actually free to play as well. It features a TDM mode, a capture the flag. You've got the payload defense, and you've obviously got the escort game mode. Also, it actually has this thing called Mashmak, which is a massive map, and essentially it is a looter shooter PvP VE. I want to call it like a battle royale. It's honestly pretty cool. But yeah, in the full release, you get all the mechs aside from Stellaris, Inferno, and Serenith. So you can honestly just jump straight in. So, I wanted to do a tier list. Of course, we got to do a tier list. People want to know what mechs are the best. Like I said, I've been grinding like crazy currently. I've been maining Welkin and Tricera. And if you guys know the game, you'll know that Welkin right now and Tricera, they're pretty OP. Quick disclaimer as well for this tier list. This is my own, I guess, personal opinion. As well, I've asked a few of my friends who have way more hours on a lot of the other mechs to get a more accurate understanding of how they feel those mechs play. Now, I won't be over explaining the picks. I'm just going to tell you who's good, give you a bit of info about each mech. I actually previously recorded this video. It ended up being over like an hour long, so I had to just condense it down so we can actually just go through each mech. Now, I might end up in the future doing a longer video. We'll see. But yeah, starting off with Alysnes. So, Alysnes is built to survive. You've got that energy autocannon, and you've also got a battle halberd for melee combat. There's also the two-shot ghost cannon with 3 charges, which actually does a ton of damage. But the real star is the airdrop kit. It gives you a revive on death, and it actually rearmors you, or you just basically have to press the button again. It also clears any crowd control on you, and it also gives you the brief evade mode, which is OP. Now, strengths for Alysnes, you're pretty much nearly unkillable. You've got your versatile loadout, great for supports or cleaning up after fights. Your weaknesses, you've got low raw damage. You honestly have to know what you're doing to get full value out of this mech. A quick tip for Alysnes, don't pop your rearmor too early. If you can survive in evade mode, you can actually deal a bit more damage, and then maybe when you're about to die, you can pop your armor to sort of catch people off guard. Now, Alysnes is A tier for this reason, and I honestly think he's a solid pick. All right, next up we have Falcon. Now, Falcon's all about air control. They can turn into a jet. They've got homing missiles. You've got the autocannon. You've even got a recon scan that sees through stealth and terrain. Strengths for Falcon, you've got extreme mobility. You've got great burst damage. Weaknesses, extremely fragile. A brawler like Welkin, if he catches you, you're pretty much dead. A quick tip for Falcon, you can use jet mode to flank, not just escape. That's Falcon's real strength, is his mobility. Falcon is A tier. Next up, we have one of my personal favorites, Tricera. Tricera is your go-to tank. Locking down points, Gatling guns, you've got missiles, and when you go into fortress mode, you can even activate a healing drone to self-heal. And if that's not enough, you've got probably one of the coolest things for Tricera, which is his mega like howitzer cannon that does so much damage, especially if the enemy doesn't have any shields. It will one-shot a lot of these squishy mechs. Strengths, you've got tanky, great suppression, and you've got solid point control as well. Weaknesses, you honestly can't move in fortress mode. You honestly need a teammate to help you out. If you can get like a personal healer, that would be great. A quick tip, you can honestly pair yourself with someone like a Panaka to keep you alive, so you can literally just focus on doing damage. But yeah, for this reason, I am placing Tricera into A tier. Now, one of my personal favorites, again, is Welkin. Now, Welkin is honestly one of the best mechs in the game. Now, his main focus is melee, but he also has a ranged weapon, which is his big rocket launcher, I like to call it. But yeah, his main weapon is his battle axe. And what makes him unique, he can actually do like jumping slams that can't be parried. He can also do his spin to win, where he basically just Beyblades around and he spins on you. If you've been Beybladed or spinned on by a Welkin, you know how painful it is. As well, his howitzer cannon can actually just chew through shields. And he's also got a jamming, I want to call it like a flashbang. If he does it in your face, it just disorients you, it flashbangs you, and it's so annoying, especially if you're another melee. And then you've got his force field, which actually slows and blocks any attacks in front of you. Welkin strengths, he's got insane pressure. He's honestly super scary in 1v1s. One of the main things for Welkin is he can put up a massive box, little mini arena, and he can actually trap you in this box. And this is essentially just meant for 1v1 dueling. He has amazing teamfight presence. He is excellent at capping objectives, especially using that box. You can actually shoot out of this box and enemies cannot shoot in. His weaknesses, he can be kited very, very easily. He has a very high boost cost. So yeah, if you want to get away from a Welkin, just try and out boost him. He definitely needs some backup when he is fighting in big battles. A quick tip for Welkin, you can actually pop your dueling field, it's called the big box, before using your spin charge. This will actually spawn little boomerang drones inside that can actually stun enemies as well. And you can simply just stun lock people inside these cubes. So for this reason, I'm putting Welkin in S tier. He does absurd amounts of damage. He's pretty much good in every game mode. And honestly, he has quite a bit of health. He's kind of tanky. Up next, we got Nurakami. One of these snipers is your glass cannon sniper. The sniper on Nurakami beam hits extremely hard. You've got decoy drones that mimic your shots. You've got a grappler where you can like hook yourself to walls. You've even got a cloaking field, which helps you out when you get dove and it gives you a ton of mobility. Strengths for Nurakami, you can delete squishies. You're super annoying. Your decoys are super disruptive. Weaknesses for Nurakami, you're very fragile. Struggles, honestly, on any objective game modes. You're very immobile when you're scoped. You have an absolutely selfish playstyle. You're honestly just there to get kills, and that's honestly all you're good for. Don't even think about playing the objective on Nurakami. Sure, you can go and sit on a wall next to the objective, but don't ever jump on a point with Nurakami. You are trolling. A quick tip for Nurakami, you can actually drop decoys before firing to double or even triple your beams. And these can actually instantly delete a lot of people. Now, the beams themselves won't do the same amount of damage as your sniper. They'll do like a fraction of your damage. So don't feel like you're firing 3 times on someone if you have a bunch of drones up. I'm putting Nurakami in B tier. Just from the simple fact is he's got a very selfish playstyle, and I do think there is another better sniper in the game, which just demolishes Nurakami, but we'll get to that. But yes, Nurakami in B tier. Next up, we have Hurricane. Hurricane brings a lot of utility to the team. Its energy blasters actually leaves dot orbs, and you've got tools like the dome shield, a parry shield, you've got deployable turrets, and you've also got a lock-on emitter. Strengths for Hurricane, he's got a solid area denial and team utility. Weaknesses, it's pretty hard to confirm kills on your own. A quick tip for Hurricane, you can drop a dome right before a push, and you can also shoot through it. Hurricane is great for shutting down Tricera. You can actually stall them and just let your team do the rest, honestly. For this reason, I'm putting Hurricane in B tier. Once again, there's a bunch of other great mechs and just better mechs to play in the team, which we will get to. Next up, we have Luminae. Luminae flips between 2 modes. It's really interesting. They have a healing and a corruption mode. Drones and haze either restore health or deal true dot damage. And Jetwing actually adds a cleanse and energy regen on top of this. Now, huge strengths for Luminae. You can become untargetable. You're very slippy. You're super annoying. You're extremely great on objectives. Probably one of the best objective mechs. You're really good on both roles, being a healer and also a damage dealer. Weaknesses for Luminae, it honestly takes solid awareness and timing to play optimally. A quick tip for Luminae, you can use your corruption haze on objective points to prevent enemies from interacting with it. And Jetwing, the ability makes you one of the fastest mechs in the game, giving you unlimited boost for a few seconds. Especially brutal against Falcon, Luminae will destroy their day. For this reason, I'm putting Luminae in A tier, one of the best mechs in the game in my opinion. Now, here we go. We've got one of the best snipers in the game. Or Aquila is the best sniper in the game. Aquila is a long-range nightmare. You've got a beam cannon that switches between sniper and close fire. You've also got a claw drone that stuns and a kit that gives you unlimited flight time. or it basically just hovers you on the spot. The multi-lock radar lets you hit multiple enemies from across the map. Strengths for Aquila, you've got unmatched long-range pressure. You're extremely safe and you're perfect for map control. A lot of games simply come down to Aquila diff, let's be honest. Your weaknesses, you struggle in tight maps or close quarters, and you do need space to function. A quick tip, you can throw out your claw drone to stun an enemy and then use the multi-lock radar to just beam people and just get a free kill. For this reason, I'm putting Aquila in S tier. Top 3 mechs easily. Up next, we have Panaka. Now, Panaka is the ultimate backline buddy. You've got a healing grappler, an auto repair drone, and the emergency support drone, which attaches to allies and fires from their POV. Strengths for Panaka, fantastic sustain and peel for your team's frontliners. Weakness, you honestly can't do much on your own. You need team synergy with Panaka. A quick tip, you can stick to a frontline brawler like Welkin, Alysnes, even Tricera. Keeping them alive can completely flip a game. Panaka is actually able to put up walls as well, which is really good for countering a lot of the tank mechs like Tricera. If you've ever been walled off from a point or just disrupted, it's probably the Panaka just putting up walls. And Panaka is great for this because he's just insane for area control. For this reason, I'm putting Panaka in A tier just from his amazing area control on the points. Up next, we have Skyraider. Now, Skyraider actually has autocannons, and you've got cluster missiles, you've got AoE energy rockets, and you've got the winged flight to stay airborne. You can turn into a jet, basically. Strengths, you've got solid zoning and high ground control. Weaknesses, you are way too squishy to be dueling. So stay very high and just stay annoying. And also, yeah, splash damage can actually hurt your team apparently with Skyraider. So keep an eye out for that. Quick tip for Skyraider, you are absolutely loaded with missiles and AoE damage. Use this on objectives to deny enemy caps and just be annoying as hell. I'm putting Skyraider in B tier because I honestly think there's just better mechs to play. Up next, we have Stego, another tank. Now, Stego specializes in spamming rockets and locking down zones. Its turret mode boosts damage, but locks your turning speed very drastically. You've got the jamming haze, which offers you stealth and regen. Strengths, you're very dangerous if left alone and nobody kills you. Weaknesses, you've got no rear defense, you've got limited movement, and yeah, I mean, he is seriously slow. Probably one of the slowest mechs in the game. A quick tip, make sure you have someone covering your back. So normally what you want to kind of do is go back to back with like a Tricera, honestly, and this is the best thing you can do. Or even just have like a pocket healer and you'll be unstoppable. You're really great for punishing like a Skyraider or a Falcon if they fly over too close, and also killing other tanks. You're extremely good if just left alone. For this reason, I'm going to put Stego into B tier because I do think Tricera is just a way better pick. But honestly, if you're an amazing Stego, you can probably put yourself in A tier. I just haven't seen many good Stegos do a great job. Up next, we have Panther. Now, Panther is a hit and run bruiser. You've got a lance, a charge lance. This deals direct health damage. And you've also got a big shield. And you've also got the booster kit, which helps you dive or escape. Strengths, you've got big burst. You're great for initiations and picking targets for your team to lay into. Weaknesses, you can honestly be kited very easily if your dive fails. You don't have enough burst to finish off a lot of targets. So you're either just sitting there awkwardly trying to finish an enemy, waiting for your team to finish them. A quick tip, flank, don't go from the front. You're really good at punishing people you can catch. So yeah, try and flank them from the side, and you kind of want to be like a little sneaky rat. If you can catch an Alysnes, which has just come out of their airdrop kit, it's OP. I'm going to put Panther in A tier because I really think if you have a good duo with Panther, it can pretty much shut down a lot of the annoying melee front lines. Panther is one of the best, I think, duos to play if your plan is to just dive a lot of squishy mechs. So yeah, Panther is going in A tier. Up next, we have Stellaris. Now, Stellaris is one of the fastest killers in the game and honestly one of the coolest. You've got dual swords, which bypass shields, obviously. You've got a grapple claw, which lets you stun and pull enemies, or you can pull yourself to an enemy. And one of his most OP things is his stealth. He can go straight into stealth and just turn himself invisible. And you've also got a sword drone that sticks to enemies and bursts them down. Strength, you've got a deadly combo, which is your incredible speed as well. You've got insane burst damage, and you can also use stealth to cap points, which is crazy good. Your weaknesses, you are kind of squishy, and if you miss your grapple hook against another duelist, it can be pretty difficult to recover. A quick tip, you can grapple sword drone into swords, and that's a really nice combo to just start with. Yes, you can duel a Welkin, you just need to be very smart about it. You cannot fight a Welkin if he is spinning on top of you. I'm putting Stellaris in S tier just because his damage is kind of unmatched right now. It seems to be doing a lot more damage than it should. But yeah, a good Stellaris player can pretty much get MVP every game. Up next, we've got Inferno. Now, Inferno's got a charged splitter for burst. He's got an emitter for AoE control. And he's also got a focus beam to melt single targets. His boost gives him CC immunity too. Strengths, you've got huge AoE, really great against squishies. Weaknesses, you've got limited escape tools. A quick tip for Inferno, he does a lot of close range damage. It's almost like he has a shotgun. So I hate to say it, you kind of have to get up a bit close to be able to burst people down. I'm putting Inferno in high B tier. And then finishing up, we have Serenith. Honestly, one of the best sleeper picks right now is Serenith. Serenith is your tactical toolbox. You've got a charged autocannon, an orbital strike, by the way, hacking grappler, you've got wall vision, and a stealth jammer. Strengths, you've got strong map control. Serenith is probably one of the best objective players and quite literally the best tank denial in the game. If you need to counter any tanks, Serenith is the best mech in the game to use. Weaknesses, you need honestly good sightlines and predictive play. Honestly, your job is to sort of bully tanks. A quick tip, you can actually hack objectives from cover. Most players won't expect it, but you do need to get a line of sight. You can also shut down Tricera and Stego effortlessly. What makes Serenith super strong is the orbital strike. A quick tip as well, you can tap it, not just hold it, to do a ton of damage on the tanks. So I'll be placing Serenith in high A tier, probably one of the best counter to tanks in the game. But yeah, that's pretty much been the tier list. I'll put it on screen for a second here. You guys can check it out. This video's been definitely a lot longer than I thought it would be, but yeah, I wanted to sort of get it right. If you guys disagree with that, that's fine. Please comment down below. I'd love to know what your guys' tier list looks like. But yeah, that's all for today's video, guys. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, thanks to CSUN Games for sponsoring this Mecha Break video. If you want to check it out, the link is in the video description. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.